premium boat brand with an interesting story. A gentleman named Bob Doherty was working at Boston Whalers and really invented the using foam during the construction to make an unsinkable boat. And it was incredibly successful, obviously. But he wanted to take unsinkable construction and boat building to the next level. He left Boston Whaler and started his own company, Edgewater Boats. And he took that foam construction and incorporated a second process called single piece infusion. Single piece infusion means that when the boat is being built, you have the hull and the cap. It uses a combination of proprietary process, epoxy, extremely strong bonding with vacuum to get full maximum. So this hull and this cap essentially becomes a single piece, hence single piece infusion. And that process results in an incredibly strong hull, no flex, an incredible soft ride, and legendary unsinkable safety, which is the first benefit of the Edgewater 340cc.
Here we have some nice drone footage of the 3C running in surprisingly rough seas off of Miami Hullover Inlet. I really feel that single piece infusion construction. This boat is extremely rigid, rides extremely well. There's no rattling, flexing, shaking. It's really inspiring. And I'll tell you, this water felt and looked a lot rougher in person than it does in the video, which is just a testament to how well this boat handled this water. As you'll see, there's no other boats out there this day, even though the weather was gorgeous. It was rough out there. So we were the only ones out there, and the Edgewater 340cc did a great job. Here we're showing you some intracoastal smooth water handling as well. Nice tight turns, digs in nice, tracks tightly, and really impressive handling overall.
On board this beautiful 2022 Edgewater 340cc. So as you can see, it's very finely appointed. Yeah, everywhere you touch, look, and feel, you can see this is a constructed boat. And one of the things, the abundance of storage on this boat. So we have floor hatches everywhere. We can put away all of our fenders, our life jackets. And one of my favorites is this huge storage compartment right here. It has a scuba rack. It has room for our table, our cushions, and stuff that inevitably gets when we go boating. It's about this boat. So in addition to under seats, in-floor storage, you have this huge storage compartment here. Up here at the bow, we have our premium grade windlass. Everything Edgewater does is premium grade. Our Pro-Fish weir, lots of chain. And Edgewater does lots of nice. We have our windlass switch there. We have the windlass tool, easily accessible. Edgewater thinks of real-world usability when building a boat. And of course, this fills into a sun lounge, but I'm a big guy, and my goodness, this is comfortable. So lots of room up here. Enjoying your boating experience. Let these little seat rests fold right out of the way. Nice little touch. And right here, one of my favorites. Here, I have cup holders, the best seat in the house on the Edgewater. As we come back to, we see all this excellent finishes. That platform that lowers at the helm for people who are shorter. It lowers so you elevated to raise the driver and passenger to a higher viewpoint. You see all these finishes, all these touches, premium electronics. I love the switching on this boat. It's really nice. We were running it at night last night, and everything looks really sharp at night. Try to show you a picture of all the lighting on this boat as well from last night. And as we come back here, this is something I've noticed that I love. So this little hand, we have our anchor. If we want to raise our anchor, let's do this. Turn, anchor light goes up. And I was noticing last night, it is a premium, high quality steel LED anchor light that comes or right down with a handle. You're not fumbling around trying to get on top of the deck to get your light up. And these raise both of the VHF antennas and FM antennas all the way up to the up and down. That is such a hassle on most boats, quite frankly. You're trying to get up there, turn that lever. This is just premium grade construction. In here, we have our Seakeeper. And most people know that Seakeeper works really well at eliminating side to side roll or vastly side roll when the boat is at lake. But Seakeeper really comes in handy when the boat is up on plane and running too, because again, it's minimizing that side to side roll. We were running rough water in the ocean with the Seakeeper on, and we noticed it really got the ride because it virtually eliminates that side to side. So it just keeps the boat running smooth, true. And of course, your bow's going up and down over waves, but almost no side to side. Makes for a very tight, high quality ride with the Seakeeper. Lots of little touches, fender clips. We have this awesome dock dive door here, of course, with an easily accessible ladder here. And here we also have, and we have another ladder back there. I like that the factory installs the reverso engine flush system. So when you want to flush your engines, traditionally, you have to connect the hose individually. With a reverso system, plug in your hose, it goes through the entire flush cycle and turns off everything automatically. The reverso engine flush system makes that daily flushing of your engines or regular flushing of your engines effortless. Really a fan of that. Love the factory installs now. We have our nice big cooler under here. And again, just everything works really nicely on this boat. You see how it slides out? Everything is just premium grade construction. When I lift up this hatch, I'm not gonna do it right now, but you'll see it on Edgewater, everything is finished, fixtures, connections, safety, so many amenities on this boat. That's just a few of the highlights of the Edgewater 340cc.
We're back here on the Intracoastal Waterway with some more drone footage. The time to plane for the Edgewater officially, but I'll tell you, it feels a lot faster than that. When I gunned the throttles on the twin 425s, that puppy jumped right up on plane. Minimal bow rise, really nice, no drama, really a nice running boat. Of course, it tracks really well. We were doing some cool turns here in the Intracoastal, and really very impressed with the handling of this boat over. And even when you hit wakes, big waves, no shaking or rattle, nothing in the top is shaking. Really tight, feels really good underway. And the speed of 58.8 miles an hour feels like about 100 boat. But it is impressive. It is a really well-controlled speed, really confidence-inspiring boat. Run a lot of boats in this business, and this boat really inspires confidence with its hand. Extremely difficult to run smoothly. A lot of bad things, unfortunately, happen in Haulover Inlet, and a lot of really good boats get beat up in Haulover Inlet. So we did several passes. We thought we'd show you some, and I'll tell you, the Edgewater handled Haulover Inlet with aplomb. It didn't even break a sweat running in and out Haulover Inlet in some pretty rough conditions. Not as bad as it can be, but very confused chop, currents and waves going all different directions, and the Edgewater 340cc did a really nice job for us running Haulover Inlet. So we wanted to show you the drone footage. Make sure you see that the Edgewater can handle Haulover Inlet. You'll never get caught in a bad situation in Edgewater 340cc.